Welcome to my playthrough of Cloudspire. In Cloudspire, there's a lot of moving parts, triggers, and keywords. I may miss one. Even when I do miss them, I still have a lot of fun in this game. But if you see a mistake, please leave a comment below so others who watch don't make that same mistake. With that being said, Cloudspire and Too Many Bones have become two of my favorite solo gaming experiences, both by Chip Theory Games. Maybe it's because they're made here in my home state of Minnesota. Either way, love these games. Great to get on the table. A lot of fun. The more you play them, the easier they become. And I've seen a lot of reviews of there's too much going on, but after you play it a couple times, I feel that they're pretty easy to get along and have a good time with. So I hope you enjoy. In this scenario, I have done the setup. I removed the earthscape that would have been here. I now have 3 objectives that I'm trying to defeat in order to win the scenario and stay alive and not have them destroy my fortress gate, which has 10 health. In this scenario, I am trying to defeat their hero, Vanke, and or at the end of wave 5, have 3 siege tower spires with enough range to attack their fortress gate and or defeat their fortress gate using a siege tower spire. So I don't need to defeat their fortress gate, which is right here, but I do need to get spires up and defeat their hero, and their hero will not come out until wave 4 of the scenario. So to start off, let's start with the beginning phase of it. The event phase, I've already rolled the dice and removed this landscape. The income phase, I've marked myself to 3 source. The market phase, we have 3. I can buy the landscape for 2 source. I can buy this anarchist for 1 source. The state of Anves for 3 source, or makeshift wings for 3 source. I will purchase the anarchist because he's got 2 movement and he has 3 attack. So I will pull out the anarchist, and then with my 5 CP, I have gone ahead and purchased the dispatch for 3 and my battleborn for 2, and 1 hero for each faction has 0 CP that you can always deploy in the first wave. Now in the first wave, and when you set up your heroes, your hero either has to be first or last. In this situation, I'm going to put him last, and I think I want my big strong guys out first, so then I'm going to put dispatch, battleborn, and then my anarchist on the very top. He has the keyword anarchy. Before this movement, each turn roll a d6. On a 5 or 6, discard this unit. So hopefully I don't roll a 5 or 6 to start, because he's very cheap, but I would like to have him to start this out. So in this, I will start. Brawnen is first. The Grove Tenders have 3 Warbriars on top. They all have the keyword impale on them, and the keyword impale from the Grove Tenders cheat sheet, which is right here, which is very handy. Pictures of everything. Warbriar Impale, at the end of this turn, at the end of this unit's movement, deal 1 damage to all adjacent opposing units. It was not adjacent to prior to moving. So that's bad, because they just do damage when they move in to me. Let's start with a roll of the dice with the anarchist. We have a 3. So his movement is 2. 1, 2. Then my battleborn will go, and we'll go 1, 2. Then the dispatch will go 1. Now my explore phase, I will explore. We'll take a look at this and see what we have here. We have a Source Peddler. Source Peddler is 5 health, 2 attack, 2 movement, and 6 source. So this is very good for me to gain source because I need to make siege towers, and to do that I need to upgrade my fortress, which I will show when we get to that part. So he's going to be 6. Now I choose the order of how these attack, and I mean I could have defeated him. I want Ash to defeat him because I can upgrade Ash, which is good. So we're going to go, the Anarchist is going to do 3. He will retaliate and do 2 back to my Anarchist, leaving him at 1 health. And then my Dispatch will attack, doing 1 damage, leaving him at 2 total damage. Now the Brawnen will, or the Grove Tenders will go. The Grove Tenders will go 1, 2. They can't go this way because there is forest there, and none of these have that icon on their chip. So that's all they can move. Spires will fire. I was not within range of spires last time. They are also not within range because I have no spires. Next, we go to my turn. Hey, look at there. Anarchist staying alive. So he'll go 1, 2, but not for probably long because that's going to get him. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. So now the spires fire. So on spires fire, this spire has 1 range, so they have a natural 1, and he's got 1 range upgrade, which means he can go 1, 2, which means he can hit. He's got 2 attack dice, which is not faring well for the Anarchist. And he got really defeated. So that's a 4. Anarchist, he was cheap, and now he's dead. So they fire, so now attack. I'm going to use him to attack first to do 1 to the Source Peddler. The Source Peddler is going to do 2 back on retaliate. Then we'll have Ash do the final blow for 1. I will gain 6 source, so up to 8 source. And Ash will get his first upgrade, and his only upgrade before I can flip him. So we'll go that and give him that upgrade. You can't upgrade a range unless they have range. I could have made him a 2 attack, but I just need to kill another unit, and then he'll naturally get it once I flip to the other side. So that is me. Back to the Grove Tenders. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Back to me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Whoa. And let's go 1, 2. I'm not going to explore these right now. I'm too weak on health to do that. And I want to see how these battles turn out because I may have to build a spire here with one of my limited upgrades as this game goes on if I can't get a lot of these Warbriars defeated. So spires fire. This will fire. Once again, 1 health. I need to get really lucky for my dispatch not to die. I almost got really lucky. 1, exactly death. Dispatch has been dispatched of. Now I will attack. This actually should be on this side, so I probably would have had to do 1 more attack over there. Battleborn, 1, takes 1 back in retaliation. Back to Warbriars. They can't move. Now their Impale will not trigger, I don't believe, because they're already adjacent to my unit. They didn't become newly adjacent. So they will attack doing 1. I will retaliate doing 1. And I have no spires. So now I need to think about if I need to put some spires up, because I am going to get hurt if I don't do something here soon. Can't do it. It's a dispatch platform right there. So I'm going to spend 4 source. And I will build dispatch platform for 4, and I'll have 1 range and 1 attack. So I have 1 more limited build option. And for this turn, and I could spend 3 source and I could upgrade my spire I just put up, or I could put another one in my fortress, because I might take a lot of damage from these. I've not done a very good job of defeating the Warbriars coming around the corner, and that's not going to be good. Because I won't be able to defeat him. I am going to move Ash there, and we'll move him there. Their spires will fire. I'm out of range of all their spires. I will attack, dealing 1 damage. He will retaliate, killing my dispatch. Now back to the Warbriars. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Impale triggers. 1 damage. I will defeat him back with retaliate. I will gain 1 source, up to 5 source total. And it will be back to my turn. Oh, because I defeated him, I will upgrade. Ooh. If I go 1, 2, out of range, do an attack, I'll take an attack back. It'll move to their turn. They'll go 1, 2. 1. Which, yeah, that will get him with the impale. The impale and then the attack. That was a mistake on my part. With heroes, I can't bring him back in the game. So now we will continue moving the Briar, because I am done. They will go 1, 2, 1, 2. This spire will fire. Oh, there we go. A 2. So we'll do 2 there. And then we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll have this spire fire at the one at my fortress gate. 1, defeating it. I'll get a source for that. Up to 6 source. Back to Warbriars. They will move. I will roll for the spire. Give me a 2. 1. He will attack my fortress gate, doing 9. My fortress gate will retaliate, doing 1 back. He will move. Movement is limited because he's at my gate. Spire will fire. 2. Got him. Big roll. Warbrier's defeated. I'll gain another source. And we will move on to wave 2. In wave 2, we have 3 source gained. So that will put me up to 10 source total. And they Grove Tenders. We're going to have a Warbriar, a Vine Herald, and a Grizzled Oak. A Warbriar, Vine Herald, Grizzled Oak. We'll make the market as well. That is what is available. We have a hero for 5 source, Water Walker, Survival. We have an Elite Duelist. And we have a Berry Brund. They, Grove Tenders, are going to purchase Sharpener 1. And if we look on their back, Sharpener 1 is your fortress now deals 2 damage when retaliating. That's really good. So if I have minions come to their fortress gate, they will be retaliating with 2 instead of just 1. So to upgrade their fortress, I will come over here and look for Gateport. Here's Gateport. Or I'm sorry, for Sharpener. Here's Sharpener. I will put that there. And they also are doing Greater Thorns. Yeah, Sharpener 1, Greater Thorns. So that's what it is. Right there, Retaliate 2. I will stack their chips. In the build phase, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 6 source, going down to 4. And I am going to do my upgrade, which is Smelter. And Siege Tower and Lance Launch Spires can now be constructed. So that's very important for me to do what I need to do for my scenario. So I want to do that right away. And that's in the Smelter. I will put 1 there in the Smelter. Now for CP in this one, I get 7 CP. For this turn, I am going to bring out my hero Drang because of her air defense into range. I want the range so I don't have to get as close to the enemy units, and I can look to upgrade her to get the attack high enough so I can start taking out enemy spires. So it's a slow build to get these enemy spires out. And I also need to survey the board of how close I can get to take out this with my siege tower. I would ideally like to put it where their air defense is, or right here for the range of it. The problem is then I'm going to get attacked a lot. So trying to figure out where I want these units is one of the harder parts, and that's what makes this game so good, is the tactical portion of it. In this wave, I forgot to roll the event die. 3, I may not purchase from the market this wave. That's fine. Didn't do that anyway, so no effect. Now we're going to start. 1, 2, 1, and that is it. So those Vine Heralds have a range of 2. Over to me, the dispatch goes 1, 2, 1, 2. Back to them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So I gotta be careful of the impale on these. 1, 2, oops, I got too many chips under my dispatch. 1, 2. This spire here will now fire at my dispatch. 2. I do have in range here and here. I think I will shoot one of those because it's going to kill me when it comes around. So this is going to go 1, 2. It'll shoot, kill with the impale. My dispatch is gone. Be back to me. On my turn, I'm going to go 1, 2. Outer range, I will fire at this one at 2 range, doing 1 damage. Back to them. Oh, that should be there. And this should be there. They will go 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Spire fires. So 1 dice, and it's a 1. That will defeat it. I will get 1 source for that. Back up to 5. Back to my movement. So that one. So they have range 2, so they're going to be able to retaliate for 1. Which I think, I don't want to get killed. They're going to go 1, 2, and then in order of what they attack, what will it go? It's going to go after my hero, and I don't want my hero to get attacked. So did I just trap her? I can always go back inside the fortress with my hero, which is fine. So I will go stay there. Their spire will fire. Nothing will happen. I will do 1 damage. It will retaliate 1 damage back to me. They are up. 1, 2, 1. My spire will fire, doing the damage. It will attack me for 1. I will do 1 damage back. My turn. One, 2 into the fortress. Nothing will happen. They will move. My spire will fire. 1 damage. They will attack. Going down to 9. I will retaliate. I will get 1 source from that up to 6. So now that Drang is in my fortress, she will recover all her health. And we will finish with them moving, and we'll just speed through it. 1, 1. When it gets there, it will, my unit will roll at it, dealing 1 damage. It has nothing in range, so then it will move again. My spire will fire again, dealing another damage. It will deal 1 damage back, Now it will move again. My Spire will fire 1, dealing 1 damage. The Grizzled Oak will attack my Fortress Gate, bringing me down to 7 because it does 2 damage. I will retaliate for 1. Now Grizzled Oak will move again. It's at the gate. Dispatch will fire. It does 1. It will attack my Fortress Gate for 2. And I will do 1 back to it, gaining 3 source, up to 9 source. And that is the end of wave 2. I've gained source. I have not made very good progress at all yet. I will come back with everything set up for wave 3 on my decisions I made and with them set up ready to go. Okay, wave 3 about to begin. They have 2 taproots is all they're putting up. Plus they constructed a retall, which I forgot to put the retall part on it, spire. Wave 2 about to begin. They start by 2 taproots and a retall spire. For theirs, they don't do anything in the market phase. For my market phase, I am going to spend 3 source on the Convict, who is battle hardened, which means he takes less spire damage. He is only 2 health, but he does have 2 attack and 2 movement. I then am going to spend a total of 8 source to upgrade my Honor Pit, and I want to upgrade my Battleborn in my Dispatch minions. So I put the 2 in there, so I have 8, and the 3 from that source. I'll be going down to 1 total source remaining after all I've spent. I considered buying this to a landscape, but I only have this source out, so I couldn't really put it where I want it. So I need to explore over here to get a siege tower. So hopefully I can defeat a couple of these towers in this go. That is yet to be seen if I can accomplish that. I also will be purchasing 2 dispatch. I am going to group these dispatch together so that they will move together. And that just allows, if one gets defeated, there's another one at 2 range, and I can try to knock out some of the fortifications on the Grove Tender Spires. And then on top of it, because I upgraded, they're all on the plus side, I will put a Battleborn. So we will go like that, and then Drang I'm actually going to put on top, and I'll show, no, I'm going to put Drang on the bottom. So that is my stack. That is my stack versus theirs. So hopefully we can do some damage. The issue is if these go to exactly 1 health, they will summon a Warbriar, which is a little bit of an issue because this could end up turning into a stack of 4 very quickly. So we'll see if we can be somewhat strategic about it and not have that happen. So this is wave 3. I'm going to begin with my Convict. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Drang will not make it out. We will move to the Grove Tenders. 1, 2, 1. Once again, no spires. Back to me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and Drain will come out 2. Now this is where my Convict, I think, will pay off, having Battle Hardened. 2, and Battle Hardened reads, when this unit is attacked by a Spire, reduce the damage dealt by 2. So he takes 0 damage. That's amazing. That helps get me closer to where I need to be, and not take the damage I've been taking the whole time. Taproot, 1, 2. 1, 2. Spire's Fire. Nothing in range. Back to me. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Not going to explore on that one. I really want to explore this one. Now this is unfortunate because I'm going to have to attack. And I will have to attack that, which is going to summon a Warbriar, which is not great. So what a Taproot reads is, ungrouped only, instead of moving this unit, you may spend 3 source to summon a Warbriar, 4 to summon that. Well, in the book, it tells me what to summon. And on this, they're going to summon an Overgrowth. An Overgrowth is a very big bad guy, and unfortunate for me. And when that happens, I believe it works when it's the minions. It's going to take 2 damage. I will take 1 back. So they will summon an Overgrowth. Here is the Overgrowth. Because they're at 1, it will get grouped underneath him. So when he dies, that Overgrowth will pop up, which is very, very, very unfortunate for me. So I should have rolled for this on my dispatch. So let's roll for that. That's just a 1. That's beautiful. Because now my dispatch can attack, and it attacks for 2. So it'll attack this and get rid of that fortification, which is very good. No attack, no attack. Over to the Grove Tenders. Grove Tenders right here, move. They would actually go there and there because that's making progress closer. They attack in an order I choose. So this is actually really important. It doesn't matter because there will be no retaliate. So he will die. None of my Spires fire. It'll be back to me. I'll move 1, 1, 2, 1. So this is where I want to attack him because this will get retaliated on. So actually, here's what we do. Let's roll for this first. So Drain will take 2 damage from the Spire firing. So now we can choose how we attack this Taproot. And this is very important because we don't want it to go to 1 health. So she's at range 2, even though I'd like to get rid of this one's range. I can't have this thing popping up, and I can move her back afterwards so that I don't have to take that. So what I'm going to do, and I can actually shoot 1, nope, can't quite get there. So I'm going to shoot this Taproot first. That's my first attack. Going down to 2 health. Then this will attack. It will also attack because it's range 2, doing 2 damage. which will destroy it. So that destroys this. I will get 2 source, up to 3. So he's gone, Dispatch is gone, Drang is gone. The Battleborn will attack the Taproot. It will not retaliate because it defeats it, but that does mean that now I have to deal with the Overgrowth, which will be 5 health. I will get the source from the Taproot of 2. Up to 5 source. And that is my turn. So now up next is the Grove Tenders. And Overgrowth, this is the first time we've seen that, has Rooted. And what Rooted says, if this unit is adjacent to a spire, it may stay in place instead of moving. It must move on the next turn in which it can make progress. So that will not hit. That's a pretty good ability though, because it could be advantageous to stay there. So it's going to be my movement. So the Battleborn will have to move 3. Because it can, the Dispatch 2, and heroes do not have to use all their movement. It is going to move there. So now we have a lot of spires that are going to fire. We have 3 spires. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So we're going to fire. We want to stay alive as long as possible here with this Dispatch, and I don't know if that's possible. So this one can only shoot at that one. This one can shoot at that one. 1, 2, this is out, so only shoot at that one. And the way this works is it's one that it can kill. So this would shoot there unless this one is still alive at the end. So I think we want to see what happens with these two before we roll, because we want this one to stay alive. So, because that could knock the range out essentially. So let's roll here first. 1 damage. This one, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this one will go next to roll there. Dead. Now this Dispatch will get rolled on from this. Just 1. Very good. Now I will shoot. We'll do 1 damage there to get rid of its range. And then Drang will do a shot there to get rid of 1 there. And I already can see that I made a very big error, that I'm going to lose Drang. So now Overgrowth will go 1. It will defeat my hero. No spires can fire, so nothing will happen there. Back to me. 1, 2. And now I'm in the same predicament as before. We'll start with that one. Defeats the first Dispatch. And just like that, he's gone. So I lost all my units, made some progress, but then at the end came to my demise. This will move. 1, 2, no firing. 1, 2, it will fire. Taking damage. It will now destroy this unit. It'll come in for 1. And I'll take 1, 2, and 1 back. It'll do 1, 2, 1 back, and it will defeat me. Made some tactical errors on this game. This game is tough. Wave 3, I learned some stuff. I need to upgrade some different units, but I got whipped pretty good this round, and this is very common in this game. Is when you do a scenario, a lot of times the first time through, you get smoked by the AI, and I do learn stuff every time. I think getting my range units upgraded a little bit faster, and I might want to get landscape where I can cut through here early in the game to start doing damage and getting to this unit by purchasing different landscapes. So getting different landscapes does make a difference, because this spire hurt me pretty good. So I need to take care of that in the next round, because this one didn't come into play until wave 3. So this would be my priority in the next game, but a lot of fun. Really enjoy this game. Might try again here soon and put that up. Thank you for watching.